Hey everybody, welcome back to my studio. I'm Michael Smell and this is Stinky Robot. Here on the channel we do a piece of art every single week. From start to finish, we end up with something pretty neat at the end, so hopefully you'll stick around all the way to the end of the video to see how this turns out. So, I guess it's a live stream, not a video, so no mistakes here, only happy accidents. So says a famous man named Bob Ross, if you ever watched him before. Anyways, welcome to the channel. Today I did a pre-sketch a little bit today. Kind of had an idea of messing around with the rooster a little bit. And so yeah, today we did a little bit of a rooster. Didn't do a robot rooster, but I put a skull with it. I think it looks kind of neat. We'll work on this drawing today from start to finish. So one other thing before we get started here, there is a drawing contest. Not a drawing contest. I have a subscription contest. I gotta watch how I use that word, drawing. I am doing a drawing for a print on June 16th. It's going to be a subscription contest, so if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, get subscribed right now. Hopefully you reach down and also hit that thumbs up, tag that bell notification, do all that YouTube jazz so that you guys can enter in the contest. Once you have subscribed to the channel, just jump over to my website, stinkyrobotart.com, and there you can enter on the homepage for the contest, and it'll be right there. So make sure you're subscribed, because you must be subscribed in order to win. And we will do the drawing on June 16th, as well as probably do 2 runner-up drawings as well. So we'll probably give away 3 prizes that day. That's kind of where my mind is at the moment. Things could change between now and June 16th, but for now, the grand prize will be a limited edition G-clay print of Rusty's Pigeons. A really cool print. You'll see it up here in that corner. As soon as we start the video, you'll see it up there in my upper right corner. I think that's your left, your right. I don't know. It'll be here. So there will be you'll be able to see what the print looks like, as well as the 2 runner-ups. I will do a live stream drawing. They're not really runner-up prizes, really. They're pretty nice prizes. They're original works. So, depending on what you'd rather win, you'll have your chance to win either the Rusty's Pigeon print or one of my live stream art. So, look forward to having you guys here. Jump into the comments. Say hi to me, and let's get started here, guys. All right, so there's a sketch I've come up with. You can also see, I guess this way. There we go. My finger doesn't know which way to go. Yeah. There, that's Rusty's Pigeons. That's the print is up on June 16th. Be given away. Also, I will do that drawing during a live stream on June 16th. So hang out for the live stream on June 16th. See if you won a prize. Alright guys, so here we go. As you can see, started off today, I was just kind of messing around with looking up some chickens and some roosters. Found a fancy rooster that I really liked. Started messing around with the sketch a little bit and decided, let's get a pre-sketch going. Sometimes when I do a pre-sketch, instead of drawing all from the beginning during the live stream, it allows me to put a little more detail in the work. So, and it gives us a little extra time to ink it in. So I won't always do this, but from time to time, and we'll see if this becomes, we get nicer results from this, maybe that's what we'll stick with. But as of right now, this is kind of just, that's where we're at today. We got a drawing. Let's ink it in. As always, guys, feel free to join into the chat. I love talking to you guys when I'm working. Ask me anything you want. I'm an open book. If you guys have any questions or you want to talk about anything in particular, you want to just rap about something that's not art related, that's awesome as well. We can do that. See here quick. I just gotta do a small little test here, see where we're at. All right. I've got one subscriber on here that's been asking me to do a robot chicken. I'm not going to do the robot chicken, but you know, my own version of kind of a robot chicken. I have not, or a robot rooster, sorry. Not chicken, I've said it. We went to robot rooster. And I was kind of flirting with that idea a little bit. That's kind of why I was playing around with the rooster idea. And this is not that drawing. You know, sometimes you start going one direction and it just ends up somewhere else. So, but this one turned out looking pretty sweet. So I thought we better work on it and just see where it goes. You know, it's not my intended drawing. And Tank, if you're watching, yeah, eventually I will do Rooster, your Rooster robot, which it sounds like fun. That's where I started off at and just not where I ended up. I think this one could turn out pretty cool, so I figure we work it out. Let's work it out, see where it goes. As always, guys, you do me a favor. If you found this video and you're giving it a watch, reach down, smash that thumbs up, show me a little love. I always appreciate it. Little love goes a long ways in this crazy world. And we got a lot of fun things we are working on, we're developing. It's going to take a little time to get it out here on the YouTube channel, but once it starts rolling, and we should be full steam ahead. We got a lot of cool things coming down the pipe. Too early to announce just yet, but basically we're trying to clear some time up in our schedules to take this channel to the next level. And once we do, we should have a lot of neat things coming down the pipe. Once this channel really gets off the ground, it starts rolling, it's just going to be one video after the next video, kind of steamrolling through. Lots of art, lots of projects, and I plan on pretty much just putting just about everything I do on YouTube at that point. So it'll be fun, and I'm crazy excited for it. Yeah, this summer is going to be summer of Stinky Robot. Alright, I'm just going to take my time and ink it in and make it look really good, because once we get rid of these pencil drawings, then all we're going to have left is the ink to go off of. You can tell the skull was a bit of an afterthought. I was just going to do the portrait of the rooster, and I just started looking at it. I was like, yeah, what can I do to... What's up, Stacy? What can I add to take it to the next level and just kind of mix it up, make it really fun? And I just... So that's kind of where I came up with it. I think if I started from scratch with this concept, we probably would have shrunk it down a little bit, fit a little more on paper, but again, we're just messing with concepts and good ideas, so. With new ideas, see where they lead us. This could be one of those drawings that leads to me doing a larger body of work, or it could be just a, hey, we had tried and see how it turned out. coming off the... Hey, what's up, Jason? Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I'm doing the iguana last week. Kind of led me the idea of let's try a few of them with the kind of the sketch already pre-done, just experimental. I do like doing the drawing from start to finish on the channel, which is always kind of nice. But if we can have a little more impact, maybe I'll have them pre-drawn. I'll do a bunch at once and just kind of randomly pick one or two or one drawing for the day. And again, all experimental. We're building the channel and seeing what works and what doesn't. So any comments, suggestions, opinions, leave them in the comment section so that I can get a chance to really read them later. Sometimes in the chat's always nice, but I may miss it in the chat. So if you have any suggestions for the channel, leave them in the comments. Because those I know I'll see. Because I definitely read all my comments. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to ink in the skull. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to leave it white or if I'm going to take that to make it more of the dark navy, like dark blackish blue. I haven't decided yet. I have some ideas of what I want this to look like. Guess I'll find out once I start actually going to color. I'm always cheating at disc golf. No, for those who haven't watched the channel much at all lately, I've been kind of an avid disc golf player. Not very, let's say, the best at it, but I love playing. Kind of me and my kids' hobby. Me and both my kids play, and me and my son entered our very first semi-tournament. It was a fundraising tournament. It was a small little one we kind of cut our teeth in. It was our first time either one of us ever entered anything like that, and it was a lot of fun. We had about 17 people in this small tournament, so it was just a small tournament. It wasn't anything big, but we had a blast. So it was a good weekend for us. Oop. Moving everything here. Hold on. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. And of course, right before I had a Rooster image I was dealing with, and when I was setting up the live stream, it's always 5 minutes before I go live when I make a big catastrophic mistake. Now today was no different. So 5 minutes before I go live today, the image I have of the rooster, when I'm flipping, getting ready for the channel, because I'm gonna have it on my iPad so I could look at it. Yeah, I deleted it. I closed the website down, and then I went back and could not find that same image. So I just basically brought up a whole bunch of images of the similar type style or similar species of roosters. And we're gonna, which is always best, we're just gonna hodgepodge them together and come up with a unique looking one. And honestly, I think that's one of the best ways to do it anyways. Typically when I'm working on my larger works, I'll find, let's say I want an image of a rooster. Typically what I'll do anyways is take up 3, 4, 5 images from slightly different angles, and I kind of piece it together to get my own unique looking version of whatever I'm trying to draw. And it gives me more of an idea of what I'm doing. So for the live streams, a lot of times I just simplify things, so I'll just grab one quick image and work off of that. But today we'll be doing the other way. We'll be using several images to create one. Again, if you just found this video, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up, guys. Helps me out with that algorithm. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you found my channel, if you like it. If you don't like it, suggestions I could do better. I've got a thick skin, so you're welcome to talk freely. Let me know what you think. Or any artists that you think I should check out, or any subject you think I should draw, any animals you think I should draw, and a good idea for a cool robot thing I could do. Leave me that comment. I'd love to hear all of them. We're just going to leave that feathering off the end of the bottom again. If I did this in a larger form, I would typically have shrunk this image down so it wouldn't run off so badly, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. Okay, let's see where we're at. Smaller and for these, go with the 0.1. Not sure why it shows bubbles here, but I just thought I wanted something to kind of fill in a little space, give a little interest, especially since I'm kind of cutting off that section of the skull to form the side of the chicken. So Needs a little something to play in here, and for some reason I just gravitated towards bubbles. I have no idea why. But everybody loves bubbles. Right? Cool. Let's confirm real quick what we've got here. Anything that I have missed, any necessary lines that need to go back over? I think we're good. I think I'm pretty content with where we're at. Let's see, just double, triple check. Now is the time to catch any mistakes, right now. But no, I think I'm fairly satisfied. Go ahead and lock that in though. Why not? I'm right here. Oh. All right, let's erase it and start working on our rooster. See where we're at now. Got it all. Okay. Color, let's jump in. Let me see. Thing real quick. I sent my live stream over to my other computer. Now I gotta bring it back over the iPad. Oh. Alright, there I am again. Rag. A little bit of this waterfall green here on the bubbles. is kind of most important to pay attention to lighting and light source. Make sure these look like bubbles. Again, no idea why bubbles. Why not bubbles, right? I'm going to do this fairly quick. We don't waste too much time here on the bubbles. They're just a side note. Almost just a space filler. Look cool, and the purpose is just kind of drawing your eye. That's all we're doing, is we're kind of drawing your eye through the piece. If you watched the video up to now, you're here wondering how to enter in that contest that you see up in the corner. And after you're done watching the video, just jump over to StinkyRobotArt.com. On the homepage is an entry form. Fill it out. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, because you must be subscribed to win. And we're going to go with a little marine blue if I can find it here. A little splash of the marine bubbles mixed with this waterfall. Good time. All right. Simple enough. All right. So I know what my rooster's here. I've get an idea of what I wanted to do. I would love to find the image of the rooster that I had. Oh. Find some. So in this version, where this is all white in here, we're gonna have a reddish orange up in this section right here apparently, and then they got some blues and hit the rooster as well. And then of course a lot of the color is in the areas you don't see. So what I think I'm going to do is bring in some of the darker elements into the skull, as far as probably more the indigo and black tones. as well as some of the tans and creams. I do believe that that should look pretty decent. So we're going to use gray with this skin tone look. I don't know about the where is, there we go, flesh tone and raw sienna. That's what color I was looking for. I don't think I need flesh tone. I think let's jump straight into raw sienna. Okay. We're gonna start blocking some colors here, guys. Hey, what's up, WT? I think I'm gonna start with a little. And get the water ratio correct. There we go. Do a little tinting in here. Little of this waterfall color. I'm going to pull some of this into the skull. This will just kind of give us a little bit of tone. Just a little tone here. And working light, building up. Back to front, building up my color in layers. All right, good, here we go. Now let's bring in some of that orange, aka raw sienna. Again, getting muddy with it. Put my muddy layers. But later we can have a bit more of an impact. Like I said, we're going to add a lot of indigo blue and dark shadows in this. So that's what I'm planning on doing when we get to that point. Right, let's see. Sure if the marine is a good move or not. We're gonna add a little bit. Again, this phase, I'm just laying colors in. I'm kind of just building and freestyling it as I go. Now we're being more strategically random. Trying to make it look random while at the same time we're kind of paying attention to where we're laying the lights and darks, shadows. Okay. Let's bring in that indigo. So take us to the darker level. We're working our way back. Eventually we will end up in the Payne's Gray territory for our darkest color. But again, we're building. Take this, a little bit splatter. Keep the brush nice and wet and nice and close. You don't want to splatter, over splatter too much. A little more of that here in a minute. I'm using this washed together to kind of darken things up a little bit. Especially on the shadowed side of things. We'll go all the way. We'll be pulling this back here in a second. Alright, let's keep on building it. We're doing. Cool. little too dark in there. Back up. I don't want it to go full dark into there. Dark is good. Ow. Go ahead and go full indigo on out of here. We will go with the darker color yet, but this is just kind of initial dark layer. When we bring in the gray, we'll pull out a few details that we kind of washed in. That's the deal. I'm not going to overly concern myself with it because we have other layers to go, which we can make the corrections we need then. Okay. One step closer to my skull rooster. Where are we moving into next? Next, we're going to go with a little bit of the... Before I go into gray, I think I am going to go ahead and go all the way down darkest. But we're not black, we want indigo. That one's right. This is gray. Just a little bit here. Makes sense when I add the gray because it'll give me some base colors to mute down. So we'll finish with the head because we're going to work from back to front. The head will be the very last thing we work on. So stick around to the end and see how that turns out. Now I can go in that Payne's gray. Why did this one work? Up a few spots. Definitely don't want to overdo the Payne's gray and the shadow underneath the curtains. And I'll start taking away from the actual eye socket and the nose, but a little bit look nice. Just because. Go. I think that does it pretty decent right like that. Now, come with the gray and then the white highlights. Pretty sharp. But I will take the opportunity on little specks of Payne's gray. A little bit. Again. Do it. Cool. Like that. Now when I add the gray, I gotta be careful not to get overdo, I don't want to wipe out all those speckles. We're not gonna cover the whole thing in gray, we're just gonna do some certain areas. Be kind of analytical about it and figure out where we want to put the gray and where we don't. So we're gonna go with a bit of a smaller brush and more of a scrubbing motion in some areas. First is that. Spray out there now. Like we're having another one of those quiet live streams tonight. It happens. Not a big deal. We're still gonna come up with a pretty awesome piece of art, and you'll be happy you were the one watching it. At least that's my plan, which it always is. I kind of scrub this gray in certain areas. Blend these colors together nicely. Again, you guys just stay fairly organic with it. Come here in a minute. Bring in the highlights on top, over top of everything. Cool. Like that. Now let's add a little bit of white highlighting throughout. We can start playing around with the rooster a little bit. Let's see. I don't want to do the whole thing, the highlights, just again staying organic and strategic with it. Kind of rubbing in highlights here and there. Cool. Thank you, Stacy. Cool. Pretty sure that's just about where I want this to be. Okay. I'm happy with that. We got our skull using a lot of the dark blues and a little bit of the greens and oranges in there. That should play off nicely with the colors off the Rooster. Pretty thrilled with that. Sweet. Now, go with rusty red. We're going to move into this next section of the Rooster here. Sounds like my daughter's friends are going to go home. Doorbell's ringing. I'm feeling that's someone's mom. First day of a new season of volleyball. They're real happy. So all the girls rode to practice together and somehow ended up in my house afterwards. I have no idea how that happened, but sounds like they've been having fun. Yes, basically the raw sienna is going to be the highlights, so I'm just kind of working them in slightly different tones with water washes. Just like so. And like I always say, back to front, light to dark, build up layers, kind of sculpt it out. Now I'm tempted to go through and in some like blue or Payne's Gray in this. However, with the red, it will end up looking purple. That's not the color we're going to want to go for. We want to go with more a rustic reddish color. So we're going to get some, grab out some umber, and we're going to deepen this color with umber. I want the browns to kind of show in. Could also technically do it with black, but that would not be the tone we're going for an umber look. Okay. Little goes a long ways, kind of deal. Thanks for showing up, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. When you're done, jump over to the website, stinkyroboart.com. Get yourself entered in for your chance to win the print up there in the left-hand corner. That is Rusty's Pigeons. Again, we're giving another version of Rusty away on this channel. I'm thinking first few giveaways are going to be Rusty based. But we're going to start doing giveaways on a regular basis here on the channel. If you would like to get an original or a friend or anything I give away on this channel, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that bell notification so you know that every single time I go live, you'll be one of the first ones to know. You'll never miss a video and a chance to draw. I always encourage everybody to grab a piece of paper and pencil and draw along with me. Don't do what I'm doing. You don't have to. You can if you want. But I recommend you just spend time with me practicing your own craft. Coming up with new ideas and concepts on your own, whether you're an experienced artist, professional artist, or just an amateur having a little fun, seeing if you can, what you can draw. But spend time with me. Get some work done. Okay. We will come in here with the darkest tones here in a little bit. We're just, again, I think in these highlights I'm probably going to put just a little bit of ochre. I think that might really help pop it. I think that would do. It'll look really sharp. So let's do that. Let's bring in a little ochre and then we'll add shadows and then we'll come in and just a little pop of highlights. And we're done with this section, the orange part of him. Reddish orange or whatever you want to call it. So, now we'll do the panes without, we're not going to blend it, we're just going to use it as the darkest part. Don't want to blend the panes too much. You don't want to end up with that purple I was talking about. Brown. Okay. And a little bit of white. Yeah. Next. There. So before that indigo dries up, I think I want to put a little splash of indigo on the back of these bubbles. It helps them pop just a little bit. That's all I need. Need a little more oomph. Foam off the paper a little bit. And I do believe that does it. There we go. Take this brown. Do that. But I don't think we're ready for that yet. We're going to go this. Get a wider brush. Let's see what I got here. That's too wide. Yeah, no, we're going to stay with what we had. Okay. Used a lot because we do want to stay mostly in that white tone, but we're going to have some shadow work here to the yellower side of things, the orangish. Right with it. Not even more. Cool, like that. Not about what I want. Right up here in the eye, just a smidgen. Here. Great. Okay. thinner brush. Sometimes it's kind of nice not having a lot of people on the chat. Just saying, sit down, buckle down, and work. But by all means, I don't mind talking. You guys want to jump in the chat? Go right ahead. Okay. We're gonna add ourselves just a little bit of gray, I think. Just a little. Literally just kind of helps break up the orange a little bit. Tiny bit of gray in the shadowed areas. Okay. Now I want to go with a little bit of the Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray right there. Okay, we're gonna kind of add a little bit of shadow in here, not a lot. And the areas are gonna need a little bit of shadow help. Then near the edges, same here on these edges. add the highlights as well when I come in here at the edges. That will help pop it. Cool. Got done with this part of it. Here, add start in on the fun part. Gonna be the face, chicken. Anstromy. What's up, my friend? Bring it in, bud. Yeah, I'm glad you caught it too. Today's kind of a slower stream. Little on the slow side today, but that's just fine. I'll hang with you. Always nice to have someone hang out. I think I might have to add a little bit of a bolder outline. It's all said and done. Go over a little bit of it with some ink, and that should help pop it. All right, we're ready to move on to the face. Face of the chicken. Fun. Should be fun. Flame red, that'll work. And the light. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Everybody loves bubbles. Just a light pink, but we'll work into a bright red here in a minute. Pineapples, bears, and beets. All right. And if you were in Kansas City in the early 2000s, it was also it was a fun rave I went to back in the day. Everyone loves bubbles. Party thrown for a friend of a friend. It was a lot of fun. Leaving some white space in there because we want that for sure to show. All right. Start darkening it up. A little at a time. Yeah, I'm trying to move pretty quick. Where are we at time-wise? I mean, looked in a while. Staring at pictures of chickens, I can't see where I'm. An hour and a half. That's not too bad. Yeah, we're kind of just moving right along on this piece. It does help. I had it kind of pre-drawn ahead of time. Something I don't always do, but tonight I just did their sketch earlier today. For the most part, I always start drawings from scratch to finish, to completion, but on occasions, I'll have a sketch all ready to go. And I'll probably go back and forth and play with them, and eventually I'll figure out which way I like better. I might find that it just works out better to have a pre-done sketch. If it does, then I'll go that route. But I got to play around with all different options, find out what works the best on this channel. Again, let me know in comment which you like better. Do you like watching me work the entire sketch from start to finish? Or is it kind of nice where I just jump right into the sketch and we start painting almost immediately? Kind of get the ball rolling a little bit quicker, too. That's nice. So that's the nice part of it. Really just go. Honestly, that's something I appreciate. But on the flip side, it's also sometimes when I'm pre-working the sketch, so it's all done ahead of time, it's really tempting to get almost too involved. But these are designed to be somewhat quick, not overly detailed works. But if I'm pre-working them, I have a tendency to go a little overboard. But that's not always a bad thing, really. I should experiment and find out what we want to do here on the channel. I guess that's all it is. Play it as we go. Now moving into my medium reds, which is more the bright red, honestly, but we're going to go into the shadows and stuff after this. Oh no, go for it, man. Blow up my feed. I can't promise I can read them all, but blow it up. Wouldn't be so bad to join you for those drinks. Yeah, we drank a lot of coffee together, my friend, but I don't think we've ever actually had a drink together, have we? I don't think so. Where do you go drinking at? What's your bar of choice, or were you barbecuing or something? Well, it's raining its ass off, I guess. You weren't barbecuing, were you? Unless you're hardcore barbecuing. It's been raining its ass off in Kansas City all day. Anymore, that's pretty much when I have a beer or two, is when I'm mostly when I'm barbecuing anymore. Barbecuing or smoking. We do a lot of smoke a lot of meats anymore. I guess that's a sign of you get older. You either sign of aging. Once you start hitting your upper 30s and going into the 40s, you gotta get yourself a smoker, a grill, start really getting. I guess it's a coming of age type thing. The Balloon, huh? I don't think I've ever been to the Balloon. I mostly drink downtown, or honestly don't even remember the last time I went to a bar. It's been a while. I don't frequent the bars very often at all anymore. Work at one, work at a club, work at the nightclubs. I always prefer the good old dive bars. Industry bars where, you know, you're in the industry, you know what I'm talking about. Industry bars. They're the best. They're the best places to go drink. We're using the shadows. They're also building some texture. We're using the burnt red, or earth red. Sorry, not burnt red. Earth red. Starting off for shadows at that. We'll go into some darker shadows a little bit later. I'm doing it kind of spotty, trying to build up textures. I don't know if it's called what are they called on roosters? I know it's not a wobbler, I don't think. I think there's actually a name for it. red check neck pouches things. I'm not sure what they're called. Pretty sure a turkey is called a wobbler or I don't know. I'm probably completely wrong. But let me know in the comments, what is it called? In there. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It's kind of crazy to think that you're too old for it. I think when I first started hanging out with you, or you were coming up to the coffee shop, you were still in high school, I think, weren't you? You were young. You were a young buck. First met. Yeah, the wattle down here, the wattle. It might be the same for a chicken and a turkey. I'm not sure. I mean, I would assume. Right? Sounds like it makes sense. So therefore, gotta be. Okay, then we'll stick with wattle. It's a wattle. I'm sticking with wattle. I like it. Too red, but here. To go again. We're gonna bring the indigo for some of the shadows. Got the rooster. And these wattle. Much. I try not to get too much of the blue in that area. A little bit. Too much in there. Trying to get that perfect balance of blue and red. Easier said than done. Right. Come back in white in just a second. Clean that up a little bit. Oh. Go. Oh. I feel a little orange and yellow in those eyes. Different color. Okay. Tap white. Okay. We got here. Darken this up. No. I think I'm actually gonna use the blue. Some of the shadows is. There we go. There. Some. Working it up a little bit more. Here. Cool. Better. Looks loads better. Yep. Gotta build the beak up. up color textures again, like I did the skull. Make it muddy, and I'll clean it up with the highlights. Beak. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate every little. Send it out there. Send it to the world. Help me out a little bit. That's fantastic. Any little bit helps. I don't know if you noticed, but that's another contest. If you want to re-enter, you were one of my winners last time. And this time I'm giving away a full print. You're welcome to enter that as well if you want to. Yellow into this. Oh. Oh. Beak. Wonderful beak. I think that's pretty dang good right there. We're gonna go through it and add a little more highlights, maybe a little more shadow work, and then we're gonna go add a little more pen and ink work. Yeah, these bright white highlights just really add to it. Cool. Cool looking waddle, man. Cool looking waddle. Come in here and add some more bright white highlights in the skull, right here, and just in the high cheekbone. Oh, off the brush. All the ink, that's good. Not the best idea. I like that. On the bridge of the nose. Now, I want a little more drop shadow, so it's gonna Payne's gray out. I think I need a little more separation between the rooster and the skull, so we're gonna just little Payne's. We're gonna push our separations a little bit. Put right in here. There we go. Here. Water and feather it back out. Good. Pop this up here. Okay. Pushing a little bit of time. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. The iguana turned out pretty awesome. It was definitely one of my favorite. I think one of the strongest live stream pieces I've done yet. I was really happy how that turned out. Yeah, that's one of my missions in life, is to get my animals to a point in my work are hyper realistic. I mean, obviously I'll do weird things with them that are not necessarily realistic. As far as the quality, I want to see them more hyper realistic. My robots are more fanciful and they were more, stylized, but then my animals are completely hyper realistic. That's kind of where I see the future body work going. Kind of always my mission in art is to get to that level. Stylized robots with hyper realistic, done in creative ways, more surreal ways, but yet hyper realistic for what they are. Like, this is a chicken head, so I want my chicken head to be as real as I can get it. That's why I love juxtaposing those two elements in my work. It's kind of not sure that dark can go. That's all right. Start up. I think I'm actually going to take the eyes. I don't know, I'm liking them Scotch Blue. They're real dark blue. Just up in the upper highlights, I'm going to take it to a pure black. Just to give that little separation piece. This may not look real strong on camera. It'll make a big difference in person. I won't use black anywhere else, just inside the skull. It's just inside the sockets. Alright. Pretty much done with the ink. Now I'm going to come in here with... I might use the brush. Just a little bit on the shadow side. Excuse me. Sorry, here I'm concentrating now. Not a lot of talking. I'm just trying to make sure I don't mess these lines up. This is where I can easily have that oh crap moment. Nice thing about this brush pen is I can change my line weights from very thin to thick, and I fiddle with it. There we go. Do not want a whole lot of liking that. Just about there. Just about there. White highlights in here. I wrote too many because it's supposed to be white. But if you make it just white, it looks weird. You gotta blend the other colors in, and then you come back in and you pull those highlights right back out of it. Right. A little more. I'll make that pop a little bit more. I think that's it, guys. I'm really happy with it. Actually I'm stoked. I like that. I like it. I'm really happy with it. We're gonna call it quits right there. I'm gonna sign it. Throw a mat on it. See what it looks like all finished up. Yeah, I've been doing animals lately. That's 2 down. And I kind of like it. I'm having fun doing animals right now. Mixing things up. I did a lot of robots early in this channel. So changing it up, doing animals, it's kind of a happy transition. I'm liking it. We'll go back to robots at some point. I don't know. I'm shooting to go live on Thursday, so we'll see if we do animals or robot on Thursday. I don't know whether I have a pre-drawn one out or not. That might be what I do on Thursday. No promises, but I may actually sit down and actually pre-draw a robot and just see what we can do with the robots if I pre-draw them ahead of time. Like I said, when I'm doing the live stream, I try to spend within the first 20-30 minutes doing this pencil sketch. And again, I jump in with really no idea what I'm going to do. So that first 20-30 minutes is just shooting off the top of my head, where I can sit down and I can sketch it out. I typically looks like I'm spending about an hour doing it. Guitar, huh? You're the second person to ask for a guitar this week. Yeah, it's all possible. I always take suggestions. I don't make any promises what I will and won't make, just because I'm always shooting from the hip and I'm never sure where my pieces are going to go from day to day. Now, I know my larger works, I spent a lot of time really developing them. Banjos. But my live stream work is kind of what can I get done quick. So it's sweet. Let me get rid of these chickens. I don't need the image of these chickens anymore. Now I can see my live stream. There we go. What do you think? I dig it. Well, there's the magic word, isn't it? Pay me in advance for one. Hit me up on an email if that's something you're interested in. We can talk about it for sure. Van Stromy, my friend. Yeah, go to my website and my email's on there. Just hit me up on the website. And if it's something you want to do, you want me to do a live stream version, you want me to do something different, and it's a paying gig, by all means, we'll have a little conversation via email and see if that's something we can do. Anyways, guys, that's it. This is the chicken skull, the rooster skull. Started off fiddling around with the idea that one of my subscribers was wanting me to do a rooster robot, and I started fiddling with the idea earlier, looking at roosters, and started out, and this is just where it ended up. I started doing a rooster on top of robot's head, and somehow it became a skull, and I just developed the sketch and said, hey, you know, that's tonight's live stream. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna knock it out and see how it turns out. And this is it. Random bubbles for who knows why, but there are bubbles in the piece, and yeah, just random and fun. No other reason than that. Just to do it. But hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of fun developing this piece today. If it's something you're interested in owning or purchasing, or you want to own any of my live streams, just go to my website, stinkyroboart.com. On there, I do sell all the live stream art for a decent price. I have them set up right now as blind boxes, so you can either buy one and get a surprise in the mail, which one shows up, see if it's one of your favorites or not. But if there's a particular one you wish to purchase, real simple, I'll go on my website, just hit contact me, shoot me an email, say, hey, I'm interested in buying one of your live stream works. Is this one, live stream number 43, I think this one is, or live stream 38 or 26, whatever number it is you really like, and ask me if it's still available. If it is, then I'll say absolutely, go buy it, and I'll send it to you, and I'll make sure that's the one you get in the mail if it's still available and hasn't already sold. Just that simple. Also, guys, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. That subscription is important. If you want to enter that contest on June 16th, I will be drawing 3 names. The grand prize winner will be receiving one of my limited edition G-Clay prints of Rusty and Rusty's Pigeons. 2 other people I draw will win a live stream art. To be determined which ones, I don't know. I'll probably have the kids help me pick it out, get them closer to time. Typically how I do it, involve them a little bit, let them decide what I should give away. But we'll let you know the day of the contest. We will draw names on during the live stream on June 16th. So guys, with that, thanks for showing up. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. See you next time. Later, guys.